Pisces, hi. Okay, this is a reading for January 2022. However, whenever this reading reaches you, that's probably the best time for you. Please use spiritual discernment. Also know, the sun is in Capricorn and we just had a new moon in Capricorn that affects us within the next 6 months. So keep that in mind, how that affects you and others around you as well. Okay, let's get started. We're going to see what's going on with your present energy. Okay, Knight of Cups in reverse. Nine of Cups upright. And okay, all right. So very simply, Knight of Cups is in reverse is more about, it could be an apology normally. It could be, just an offer of love. It's very impulsive. But with it in reverse, there's definitely a hold on that. At least in a hold of going about it impulsively, if not offering any love at this time. And with the Nine of Cups, this is about focusing on yourself, indulging on yourself, making sure that you feel the emotional contentment within yourself, having self-love, the fulfillment of that. And the Eight of Pentacles is just hard at work. So with it being the Pentacles, how it seems to be manifesting with the Cups is more about doing more tangible things to make yourself feel secure when it comes to love. So maybe pulling back, having boundaries, doing more active things for self-care. You might just be doing what you love to do, an activity, things of that nature. So that seems to be the focus right now. That's good. Let's go on. Let's see what's going on. Oh, let me adjust that. Sorry. Let's see what's going on. Where did you leave? What did Pisces leave in 2021? Six of Cups. This is a relationship. This could be between parent and child. This could be between this is definitely like a soulmate card, a soul tie card of some kind. This could be just somebody you grew with. It's also about the equal give and take when it comes to emotions and in love. Okay, let's see what's that about. What happened there when it came to leaving it in 2021? Four of Pentacles. Yeah, this reading is about to be all about boundaries. I can tell already. Four of Pentacles about holding things back. It could be about saving money. It's possible that you decided to cut off somebody that you were helping financially, or just helping them feel more secure and you not feeling as secure. Let me get one more. Three of Swords, heartbreak. So I feel like with the Four of Pentacles and the Three of Swords, it has a lot to do with expectations. You were searching for something that you did not end up receiving while constantly giving to this person. So I feel like that's a great reading so far. All right, what's the challenge? Especially coming up for this month. Okay, Three of Pentacles. This is about collaborating with someone or a group of people. Could be three or more. Doesn't have to be. That's stopping. And the challenge is to not do that. So for some of you who have I'm not trying to say I'm not seeing necessarily codependency, but I do see you guys changing up the game in terms of what you're offering to people versus what you expect back. Your expectations are changing. Two of Wands, being at a crossroads. Should I go this direction or that direction? Ooh, excuse me. Also could be like about a fight. Like, I'm not going to work with you anymore. I'm not going to help you anymore. Feel like whatever this is, if you want to, if you were working with somebody of any kind, whether this is a relationship, whether this was a business relationship, regardless, however you were working with someone, I see that ending, and I see you going a different direction. But it being in the challenge, I do see that is a bit of an issue. The Knight of Wands, so again, my knights, for me, they're about impulsivity. They also can be about doing something intensely and passionately, but the thing about the Knights, it's a very fleeting energy. It goes just as fast as it came in. So I feel like that is the bigger challenge about how to take action by yourself versus other people being the influence or your inspiration. I feel like a lot of you guys want to be your own inspiration, so that's cool. If this is a job that you loved, or let's say you're at a job, or you're within a business of some kind, or any kind of get together where It was very emotional fulfilling. A lot of you guys are questioning that emotional fulfillment at this time. It's like, I want a different kind of emotional fulfillment. Like, we do well together, but I want to work by myself. It feels like, you know, honestly, it feels like it's giving, like, I gave my all to this business, I gave my all to this family, I gave my all to this person, but I'm not satisfied, so now I want to do things for me, by me, for me. Okay? What's coming up? Media action, what's definitely coming up? Death, an ending. An ending. Whoops. And the Four of Wands. Yeah, this is definitely about, this could be a household. For a lot of you guys, this is going to be a household, families, maybe you living with somebody. This is straight up, I'm quitting my job. And that tells me a lot, because with the challenge being at the crossroads, it's like, what do I do now? Should I go this way? Should I go do another job? Should I try to do my own thing? You get one more. King of Swords. Yeah, y'all. Wow. So... two things it could be. It could be an air sign that you are involved with. This could be a boss of some kind. This is somebody who is highly intelligent. They can come off cold. Also, this could be yourself just trying to focus on mastering your actual intellect, especially when it comes on something that you've been working on, especially if it was coming to other people. So this is feeling like relationships in general, and having a more logical approach to relationships in general. That's going to come up. You're going to be less on your emotions about it. And, you know, Pisces is the emotions. It can feel other people's emotions, but at the end of the day, it's like, I feel like you guys, it's like, okay, I know everybody else's perspective. It's time for me to really make a decision and understand my own perspective and do things for me, rather than doing them just because I feel and understand other people. So that's beautiful. Okay. What's going on in the environment? Pisces environment. Okay, the High Priestess, your intuition, and with the Knight of Swords, this is you telling somebody, I know what I know. I know, it's like, I know because I can feel it. I know you did this. I know, how do I explain? Let me get one more. Maybe that could further clarify. The Lovers. So for a lot of y'all, this is definitely a relationship that probably went south. But a lot of you guys knew something intuitively about this person. You're speaking out about it. It's like, don't make me feel like I'm crazy. I'm not an idiot. My intuition is going off. My spidey senses are tingling. And you might have been keeping it silent in terms of what you've been feeling about whatever dynamic this is. But with the Knight of Swords, that's speaking out about it. It's like, you know what? I had enough. I don't want this in love. I want this in love. I want this to be fulfilling for me. Beautiful. Okay. What's hiding? Just trying to make some space. What's hiding from Pisces? What do they need to see? What's hiding from them at this time? Okay, Five of Pentacles. This could be a lack mentality, or needing to understand that you need to be alone at this time. It's kind of a woe is me. I'm all alone. I'm by myself. Or poor man's mentality, especially if you left a job or quit a job or anything like that. It's kind of like, some of you guys, I need to really see that a lot of you guys might be in the stages right now where even though you left this job, you could have actually been fired, honestly. Some of y'all, I'm getting that. Because with the Ten of Wands too, that speaks about burdens. And the Five of Pentacles is about being left out in the cold. So a lot of you guys need to realize that without this person, job, dynamic, whatever the hell this is, household you might have moved out of, whatever you transitioned out of, it was causing a big burden, and it's time to get out of crying over that with the Five of Cups in reverse. That there was much more tears being in the situation than you being out of the situation. It's giving I can cry by myself. It's giving I can do bad by myself, honestly. What is the strength of Pisces? Okay, the Hanged One. This is about seeing things in different perspectives. Being able to be in the cocoon phase. That's my cocoon card. It's also the Pisces card. And it's also about being a martyr in sacrifices. Being able to take sacrifices. But I will be able to it's saying I'll sacrifice this or I'll sacrifice that in order for me to get what I really want, to have a brand new beginning, to go about something entirely different, new relationship, new job. With the Fool card. And then the Nine of Swords. So Nine of Swords is technically anxiety, sleepless nights. You know, it's not a very fun card. But when I get the nines, I think of repetition. So it's about a thought just over and over and over in the head, kind of obsessing over a thought of some kind. And for it to be in your strength card, I feel like it's like always, if you're thinking about somebody who's been constantly bothering you or did you an injustice, that's kind of what's keeping you in the place of that cocoon moment. That way you can see everything that you need to see and be enlightened in that and understand your intuitive intellect in that way. That way you can stick to the plan. You can stick to going off in a brand new beginning. So if at this time, if you feel like you're really in your head about a lot of things, you're really overthinking things, it's not a good feeling, but at the same time, it's going to get you where you need to be. Because after the 9, there's usually the 10 of Swords, and that is the completion of pain, honey. That's being able to get over on the other side, you know? It's also about having enough. And the 9s are like, I'm almost there. What is the spiritual... Let me see if I can get this to show. What's the spiritual guidance for Pisces at this time? Okay, the Hermit. Stay to yourself. Focus on that introspection. Right now, outside things and people and stuff are probably really distracting. You'll probably already question that. And there's another 9. 9 of Wands. This is standing your ground. Keeping to yourself. That's more so about like anything that you have internal about your desires, your dreams, what you're feeling intuitively. Keep that to yourself. But if it does come out, if you do decide to share it, you need to stand your ground. The 9 of Wands is also things getting worse before it gets better. So here's the funny part. It's kind of like, you know how there's certain nightlights where they have like a little sensor and they don't come on until it's completely dark in the room. That's what it's giving me. Like it's going to get a little bit darker. It's going to feel a lot more alone. And then you're going to realize the light within yourself instead of trying to bounce that off of other people at this time, because there is a huge focus on self. It's giving, I need to be selfish. It's giving, it's me time. And that's going to really master your emotions. There you are as the King of Cups. The King of Cups does not wear his heart on his sleeve. He wears it right in his chest where it's supposed to be. He understands other people's emotions. He understands his own. He knows when to express it and when to pull it back. And that's what's going to happen in that time frame. 7 of Swords is about strategy too. Knowing when to share, knowing when not to share, knowing when to grab resources that you need. It could be a little bit of lying. So I am seeing people asking you like, you know, are you fine? How are you? And Pisces is like, I'm fine. And it's like, you're not fine. But you know that it will be more detrimental to share at this time, especially if this has anything to do with anybody in this dynamic. I would not share at this time. It's not looking like you should. If anything, with the 2 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, it's calling for cutting some people off, especially to have cutting them off from, at least if you're not cutting them out of your life, cutting them out of your life for having access to you and your emotions in your heart at this time. So even if they are in your life, or let's say you know what I'm saying, you still have to be around a particular person or people. You're not going to share as much as you used to. You're not going to share your feelings and your thoughts. If you have ideas, you'll keep them to yourself, because you know that you can utilize them much better by yourself without other people, or you be able to believe in yourself more and not be as distracted if other people are not, you know, putting their 2 cents in, you know. What is the spiritual guidance for Pisces? Okay, 4 of Swords. So 4 of Swords is about healing. That comes after the 3 of Swords. That's beautiful. Because the 3 is about searching for me and all whatever the element is. The 4 is about healing, but it's like preparation. Like I have to prepare myself for something. So you're being prepared for something. There's definitely a next thing coming up with this full energy. This beautiful. Okay, the Star. This is restoration. That's coming up. Healing, restoring yourself. So especially if you quit a job of some kind, if you quit a relationship of some kind, it's about you know, tying up loose ends for yourself. It's about saving, you know, your money, saving your thoughts, saving your ideas. Again, with the 2 of Swords at the bottom of the deck, it's still there. So again, it's about cutting off certain people. I think it's about certain habits, and I think it's about certain mind frames especially. So you can go into the next step, because the Stars also hopes, wishes, and dreams. And there's that 10 of Swords, that ending, that complete ending. It's like it's like I can't take any more pain. It's like I have gotten all the pain that I could have. Your thoughts coming into a full, complete circle. And when that happens, it's like it's time to reevaluate. This is definitely about relationships for the majority of you with the Two of Cups. How you go about relationships. And like I said, it doesn't have to be love necessarily. And the reason why I keep saying that is just because some people are looking for love readings, but some people are trying to figure out their family members. Some people are struggling, with their friends, a close relationships you had at work. You thought you were close with your boss. You thought you were close with your coworker. You thought you were close with whoever. And a lot of these tarot readings that are on the internet, they do focus a lot on romantic love. And I do think that's a beautiful thing. But we got to talk about how we can get heartbroken by other people other than, some man, some woman, some partner, some whoever. This is about healing from that and realizing that you can do bad all by yourself. You don't need the damage of a previous relationship that's no longer serving you. You got brand new ideas. You got a brand new way of wanting to love. You got a brand new way of wanting to express love, and you're realizing that you've been going about relationships the wrong way, and you've been having the wrong people in your life that don't even fit those needs. And it's crazy because when you have to do a full, complete cutoff like that of people and places and jobs and environments that no longer serve you, it's going to be lonely. There is a transition, but in that time frame of feeling lonely, of trying to, just process mentally all the things that you went through when it came to people, that is the process where you're going to be healing and restoring yourself and either realizing or realizing the dreams that you have with the Star card. What are your dreams? What are your aspirations? What do you really want? Now you can really assess it instead of talking to people that kind of either sway your opinion. Well, maybe I can deal with this and compromise, or even if you don't sway your ideas and you've always known what you want, people that you have been talking to, whether it's romantically or whatever the case is, whoever had a emotional access to you, they get in your head about it, and you end up second guessing it, and then you end up not doing anything. Whatever the case is, that's about to be over. It's time to use this opportunity of aloneness, not being lonely, but just being alone. Instead of focus on being lonely, notice that you are alone. Notice that you're in solitude, because that's the Four of Pentacles as well, being in solitude, because this is the time for preparation without anything muddying that up and tainting it, especially other people's opinions. It's the most probable outcome, if I could get it to fit on this board. King of Pentacles. Okay, that's beautiful. That is being able to master your security, your values, your finances. It's leadership as well. And the Five of Wands with these two together, this is about fighting for what you really want, something tangible. I want a love that is tangible, that is real. I want a job that is long-lasting. I will fight for what I want with the Five of Wands. And I do see some of you battling out some people, whether it's not literally physically. I mean, some of y'all could be, some of y'all could be throwing hands out here, but for the most part, I feel like it's more about fighting for what you want. So somebody tries to oppose your action, you're going to be like, no, this is exactly what I want. Let me get one more. Okay, the King of Wands in reverse. Okay. Some of you guys are going to be a little bit off balance, because I noticed with that Knight of Wands coming out, with just being like impulsive with your actions and that being a challenge. With it in reverse, you guys are trying to perfect how you go about action. Action in love, action in feeling secure, action in, especially if this is in business, generational wealth. I feel like you guys right now are not quite there yet. You haven't quite mastered that. That's cool. There's other things you got to master before you're able to do that this time, and I get that. Also, for some of y'all, you might... Okay, so King of Pentacles can be a male earth sign, or just somebody who's in the masculine, because masculine energy is about action. It doesn't have to be about gender at all. And the King of Wands is a fire sign. Could be male, like I said. Could be more about the energy of action. Some of you guys are with the King of Wands in reverse and the King of Pentacles upright in this fight, this is giving me slow and steady wins the race. Like the hare took a nap. If this is about relationships too, some of y'all are going celibate. Some of y'all putting the chastity belt on. Not having sex anymore. If this is not about romantic relationships, I feel like it's the equivalent of what that would be, whether it's with a family member, a friend, or business of some kind. You're just not giving it up. You're not giving them all your all. You're going to just stop. For some of y'all, I really do see a fire sign kind of being compatible with you, though. Like, I refuse to fight with this fire sign. Okay? Let's get some tea leaves. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. The page is just figuring things out. It's like a toddler with wobbly legs learning to walk. With it being cups, this is about love. Also, you guys, for anybody who has children or a child in particular, you're focusing much more on that. That is probably your new focus, an inspiration, a muse of some kind, instead of somebody else or a different love dynamic. Something new in love has you inspired instead of something old. You got rid of something old and found something new. Okay, Rose, romance is in the air. That's what it sounds like about romance. Owl, good advice from a wise person. Ear, good news. You know, with this spread, I feel like some of you guys got somebody in this, whoever this was in the dynamic that may have hurt you. They said something that you didn't like, but it was good news. Like, it's like somebody, if they say you can't do something, right? And it woke something up in you. It woke up a good advice in you. And you can hear yourself, your own voice in your head going, I can do that actually. It's like it did the inverse thing. Instead of discouraging you, it encouraged you tenfold. For some of you, you guys might have went from one relationship to another, and you got really good advice from another person. Let's see. Okay, Eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. I knew it. I'll explain it in a minute. I just want to get one more card. Oh, I got two. All right. Rat, someone is working against you behind your back, but you will triumph over the obstacles. Clouds, it's a temporary problem. And Bow, you are highly thought of. Some of you guys are literally competing with somebody, or feel like you had to compete with somebody, whether it was mentally or in love or anything like that. And they actually really kind of look up to you. They kind of want to be you. It's giving with that rat and that bow. Someone working against you, behind your back, and you're highly thought of. It's kind of like you want to be me kind of thing. Or they kind of like want to be like you. They don't know. They don't know what you're trying to do. They don't know. They're trying to talk down to you because they don't believe what you believe. And I think part of them envies that, if I'm keeping it a buck. Hand, in need of help, assistance, and guidance. Goldfish, increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. Needing help when it comes to material wealth. Lighthearted, carefree time. Dealings or relationship with a man. Yo, I swear some of y'all went from one relationship to another, one job to another, one friend to another. And this is a better one. But I feel like if y'all went from one person to another, regardless of who this is, in terms of focus, you're much more lighthearted about it. With the jug here, lighthearted, carefree time, I feel like you're not putting all your eggs in one basket when it comes to this person. Because there's still a huge self-focus in terms of what you want to do. You get three more. Okay, December. It's probably popped off in December. The cutoff, the transition, the death transition probably happened in December. Haystack, karma. You will reap what you have sown. The other shoe done fell. So everything that you felt intuitively that was going on with another person, it all came to fruition. It all came to the surface. I feel like that's what happened. Feather, someone you know is undependable and insincere. Yep, the truth came out. The truth came out. Wow. Dog, a distant friend is thinking of you. That could be someone who's farther. That could be somebody who is distant but is thinking of you, but that doesn't put the effort in. This could be somebody that is just far away. And you're cutting the phone line. Getting some angel cards. Pillar of light, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Yeah, this is about, I don't know if all of you guys know about this, but this is about like raising your frequency. You ever heard of that? It's like, you know what I mean? You ever heard of low vibrational people? Then there's high vibrational people. People who vibrate in low vibrational BS. You know, whether it's entertainment or love or whatever it is. And then there's super high vibrational people. You guys are going up the ladder because there's a spectrum of that, right? It just doesn't go from, you know, low to light, like boom. There's a spectrum of that, and you guys are moving up that ladder, if that makes sense. And whatever this is about for you. No, wait, postpone, pause, say no. That is about other people willing to be able to say no. Some of y'all was saying yes way too much. Yes, way too much when you really wanted to say no, or just saying yes because you really wanted to help another individual, or you really wanted to be able to give that individual access to you, your thoughts, your ideas, your love. This time it's a hard no. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. That's what I was thinking with that Nine of Wands. A lot of you are also overthinking, like, shouldn't I have left? Should I go through this brand new beginning? Did I make a mistake? No. You better keep going. Go forward. I know it's lonely. I know it feels like you've been left out in the cold. Even if you're the one who cut somebody off, it's probably because you've been feeling left out in the cold and you wanted what the outside to look like what you've been feeling inside. That is fine. You need to keep going. Break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. This definitely has to do with people that you've been dealing with in your past that you need to cut off. Ancestral patterns. This is probably definitely for a lot of you guys a family member as well. Even though I know I got romance cards and, you know, the lovers and all that kind of stuff. You know, we can be in love, you know, have so much deep love for many other people. So keep that in mind when you're, you know, thinking about this reading. If you're like, well, I ain't worried about no man, I ain't worried about no woman. Think about other people in your life. It's probably somebody else in your life where the love is very, very strong, but it's very low vibrational and toxic, and it's not beneficial to you at all. And you're realizing that your spidey senses are tingling. It's like they've been in my life all these years or all this, that, but you know it doesn't serve you anymore. Okay? Oh, well, that is the reading. Cut them off. Keep going. It's a brand new beginning. It's a brand new year, honey. And here's the thing. The real brand new year is in the spring. So I really felt like, if anything, for a lot of people especially know that, this new year in January we're crossing into is a transition into the flowers that will be blooming, the fruits of your labor, of all the hard work you've done for yourself, or even tangible, working hard in business or anything like that. That thing is going to come to harvest in the spring. Okay? You'll be able to eat good. And share it with people who truly need to be shared with. Okay? Alright. Till next time, y'all. Bye.